Yeah. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah.
Wasted.
And drag and drop it. Okay, so we're also kind of like getting a new results here, as you can see. But now it sounds pretty sick.
And remember, respect is everything.
Good morgen, everybody. Ich bin Amir. Good evening to everybody from around the world. So we're here today because I created another new plugin, which I think is one of my best creation for this year, I guess. So what did I create that I think going to give you a really creative tool to start and get the engine of writing riffs? So let me introduce to you the MIDI Riffer. Now this right here is a pretty beast. Now before we're gonna dive into the MIDI Riffer, I want to give you a couple of notes. This plugin works best combined with a guitar plugin that has a lot of functionalities like articulations such as slides, tremolo, and taps. I particularly made it for something like Odin 2, 3, and 4, whatever it is, because I just really love the tone of the guitar and I think that the mapping he did is pretty amazing. By the way, I'm not sponsored by him, so if you're watching this, Soulsman, you did a great job with creating this guitar plugin and I really recommend to use that. Now what we see here in front of us, this is the UI. As you can see, it's pretty sick UI. But if you guys first install it, by the way, it's available for Mac and Windows. This is the version of 1.1.0. If you buy it from Guitar for Noobs, you will get a serial key. Once you're gonna open it, you will have to put your serial key and then you are getting into the plugin. Also, I will note, because it's a kind of a tutorial and like a demo of the plugin itself, you can activate it up to 3 machines to your choice. That's what I have. I have 3 machines that I use, so I thought this is going to be a great start for that. Now, plugin itself, it's pretty easy to understand, but I will go through the settings. You will understand exactly how to manipulate it and make it your game, okay? So how does it work? Pretty easy. We're going from the top to the bottom. First of all, you're going to get the genre that you like. Now, each genre has its own unique sounding, so really it depends on what you're looking for. If you're not sure about the genres, go and listen to something that you like. I'm gonna start with industrial. Then we have a tuning. The tuning is pretty cool because we have all of the drop tuning that we can use. Not all of them, but most of the one that's being used in like the metal scene. And also we have alternative standards. So basically it's just going to generate it in the root of whatever it's going to be. Now how this plugin works, it's really kind of like a real mindset of a guitar player who writes riffs. I took my writing riffs and I implemented in like a plugin that does it for you. So like every drop down here is the way that I think about it. First, we're going to build the skeleton of it. Basically, we're just gonna learn the rhythm of it, and then after we kind of like what we have, we are going to add the color. So let's start. We choose an industrial, we choose a drop B. Now this right here, the BPM, it's kind of like I wanted to do it for all of the type of BPMs that are out there, but it's so hard because every BPM has its own unique styling. So I tried my best here. Basically, if you choose lower BPMs, it will tend to choose the better riffs for that lower BPM. For example, if you're writing in 100 BPM and the snare is on the 2 and the 4, usually you would like to have like 16 notes instead of 8 notes because it's going to feel very slow. So again, it's all about playing here and finding the right tuning. I'm not gonna say it's always going to do a really great job. It's just like kind of a prototype plugin, but it's already doing what it should be. Now, here the loop length. This is basically how we like the phrase to be. So if we like it 4 bars or 8 bars, it's really up to you how you like to riff and start getting your juice flowing. Now, the difficulty here is basically how difficult you want the riff is to be. When we go to the extreme, he tends to add more of like uniqueness, harmonic, pinch, you know, all of this fun stuff, like whenever you would hear a modern metal with all of these octave jumps and whatever. The simple one would be more down to earth, kind of like motif. I really like the simple. From there, I'm always gonna change it. Now, this is how I start. Here, it's going to be locked because we cannot do slides, tremolo, and trap without any scale that is implemented. So right now, if we're just going to give the color, it's going to give us more notes within what we are selecting. So this is the right here. Okay, let's say we like what we have. Let's click and generate MIDI. Now you can click on the emblem itself on the center, or you can click here, and then basically all you do is drag and drop it. Let's hear what we got. Okay, that's a solid start. As you can see, we already have some notes, and that's getting generated. Basically, we have a motif, a lot of like variation of question and answer within the phrases, and drag and drop it. Okay, so we also kind of like getting a new results here, as you can see. But now it sounds pretty sick. So this is the basic kind of a skeleton. Refresh is the bottom that give us like the voicing option, right? So let's say we want now get the basic again, just refresh, the same thing. Okay, and if we want to add this voicing stuff, also we can use tight, which is gonna make the notes tight and very like chuggy, more than it should be. Then you can get it. Very mechanical feeling. So here you're going to just click color, and from here you can choose the scale that you want or the mood. So let's go and choose aggressive type, and we want to add some slides into it. Click refresh. And first of all, what it's going to do, basically it's going to give character to the riff. Now before that we just had the rhythm, which works great by itself. And from there you can already take it. But from now on, you can take, and now here's some variation with it. So I'm going to take off this tight. I'm going to use refresh. And now I have. It's not always going to be a good result. So it's all about trial and error. Right now, if I didn't like it, I just go and click vary. The settings all stay the same. I'm just generating a new MIDI. If you want to save your MIDI again, all you need to do is click refresh, not vary. Vary is saving the setting as is, changing your 4-bar loops. Refresh if you want to add some particular things from the voicing, articulations, and so on. Okay? So if we select the slide, tremolo or tap, sometimes you will get some tremolo, slides, and tap. Now again, it's still in a progress. It's kind of like beta thing. It's good to try this, but I am not gonna say it's always working. As you can see right now, when it works, it's look like this. Based on the Odin, we're getting this long note. Basically, it's underneath the octaves, which is going to give us this effect of whatever we chose, the tremolo of whatever it is. So this is one thing. Let's have some fun. Right now, we kind of went for all of these settings here. We understood the vary bottom and the refresh one, and we also have one that's called random. Now random here is basically give you just like random settings, and you can just drag and drop it and just experiment with that. Now let's say we like this one. Let's click refresh and get the full power chord. And also what's fun about this plugin is we can take this phrase, right? And we can start manipulating if we really like it, right? Let's say we want just this part right here. We can get this one off and just copy this right here. And I don't even know, I'm just doing it without even listening to it, just getting the idea done. Okay, and I can just chop this whole thing here, Control J, and just loop it. And there you go, you have a solid start of like a real good riff here. You can learn a lot about phrasing here. Try to catch the little notes here. I'm not gonna tell you all of this secret sauce behind it. I just want to let you explore all of the things by yourself. But as you can see, there is so many options to choose, and combination here is almost endless. So it's like a randomizer for getting really cool riffs. Now, if you can see, we also have a button here called Save MIDI. If we like what we did, we can also save our riffs to a desired folder in our computer and maybe use it for later. So maybe you want to generate 100 riffs, right? Maybe you just want to, whatever you can just dream of. This is what AI basically is all about. It's just taking all of these things and combine it into one thing. Now, why it's different than AI? Because first of all, you're getting so much control over the riffs, over the little things. Let's say you're going to whatever platform that generates you songs by one click of a button. You have zero control of the sounding, so you cannot implement a guitar, your favorite instrument, that's actually you control the sounds from A to Z. You don't control the loop, you cannot change anything. Like basically you're getting whatever they give you, and if you like it, you like it. If not, here you have the power to control the AI. So the AI doesn't control you. You give him what you like, and you can randomize it to endless results. And by doing that, you're just having so much fun. Even if you don't know how to riff, this is a tool where you can learn how things are working. And as you can see, it's super easy and super cool. So this was a basic tutorial. I kind of explained to you everything that what we have from the sidebar, what we have here, the bottoms and the settings, of course, which is pretty simple. And all of this fun, like literally you having endless options of riffs here, is going to cost you $20, $20 guys. $20 is less than a shot in one of your favorite most corporate clothing company out there. In some places this is in a very basic restaurants. $20 that's going to give your creativity endless options. This is the plugin that you only need if you're into writing music, composition, course in the guitar worlds, and you want to have something to start on, something solid to really see where you're going. Now I'm gonna leave it right here. So guys, this is the MIDI Riffer. It's available at my website, Guitar for Noobs, for $20. You don't have to be an account. You just go there, grab your copy, take the serial key, activate it, and you're good to go. And you can create one endless amount of riffs. And really, guys, if you have any question, any problem, I'm here waiting for you. Email, WhatsApp, whatever. I'm the guy who created this all by myself. One hat, guys. No companies behind me. All it's by myself. So it's like very boutique. And every one of you is like important for me. This right here is the future of writing music. Thanks for watching. If you like it, subscribe. Also check out my music at Pleban. And I hope that you're having great time. Any question, you can leave it down in the comment. If you want a new features, I will add them. I will work to them whenever I have the time to give it to you guys. I will make it even better. So I hope you like it, and see you the next one.